Aaron Whitlow,
Brandon Spivey,
and we are the.
Markout movie podcasters.
I'll let you do it. Yeah.
Let me
So,
do it.
all right. So we got a full episode, full slate today.
Full
Uh,
slate.
the main topic will be Iron Man, but we have so many things to talk about because we was off for a whole week because of sickness.
Yep.
Um, he had the dreaded C word. Um,
That COVID, it hit
yeah,
me.
yeah, it hit you like a wrecking ball.
No, not it wasn't that bad, but I was very cold and felt like my blood pressure was just going to explode.
Oh man.
But like I didn't have the main symptoms that other people have. You know.
Yeah. But yeah, so we wasn't able to uh, talk about some things, so we are going to do so now. First thing, let's see. We got some comments already. Fuzz
Already.
is Bilfer. We're gonna always just call you Bilfer. Hi, is Bilfer. Why do you change your name? I have so many questions. Congratulations to the Bengals. All right, since he brought it up, why not start with Brandon's favorite thing in the world? Who
Who
that?
Daddy?
Brandon, I'm gonna let you take it away.
See that ring? AFC Championship ring from 1988.
All right.
Uh, I mean, where do you begin? I mean, like, okay, I would say this: I didn't expect them to go to the Super Bowl, obviously, but I thought they could make a run. I kind of thought they would be in the AFC Championship game when they beat KC in Week 17. I thought they were going to make a little run. I didn't think they were actually going to make the Super Bowl. So, I mean, it was emotional though. I mean, when you are a fan of football, NFL, and your team is considered one of the worst franchises in the history of the league, and you finally get there again after 33 years, I think. And I was like 5 last time they were there. So it was a very special moment. I've shared things where people are literally crying and all that. He's the biggest troll on the internet.
All right. Well,
You know what? I can see it.
no, no, but we appreciate your watching us. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, go continue saying what you're saying. I'm sorry.
I just it was a like each game was a big moment. Like I got emotional each game. So, but I
He
mean,
says also, God bless Joe Barrows.
yes,
I have no idea
without
who these people
him,
are.
it wouldn't be anything. I mean, truly, he's like he's money in big games. He's never lost a big game.
Big game Joe.
Yeah, he's never lost. So that's good. I mean, going into the Super Bowl, that's the biggest game you could have in your career. So
I'm actually
hopefully,
pulling for him. I'm
yeah, yeah. I
pulling for
mean,
him.
they're underdogs. They've been underdogs all year. I mean,
Uh,
some people thought they would lose to the Raiders. So I mean, it is what it is. But no, I can't really put in words what it meant. I mean, as a lifelong fan, you know, the worst team of the '90s. I mean, that's not just a slogan. That's very true. They were a laughing stock. So I can't put it into words. It was just I was emotional when it happened. You messaged me like a lot of people messaged me as like congratulating me and all that. Even my friend Cody was like, "You okay? You're not responding," because I didn't check my phone. I was so emotional. I didn't check the phone for like 30 minutes. So it was a big deal. It was a big moment. Uh,
man,
I'm very proud of them. Win or lose, I'm very proud that they got here.
they made it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
No one can take that away from them, whether they win or lose.
yeah,
This is a team that was the first time I really heard of him is with Chad Ochocinco
yeah.
when he was with him.
Early 2000s.
Yeah, was Pac-Man Jones with him as well at one point?
Yeah, he was with them their last playoff run, last few playoff runs they had. One and done, of course, but he was there with them.
But yeah, nevertheless, I'm super proud of him. And who they?
Who
That's what I'm
Day?
rooting for. That's what I'm rooting for. All right, next topic. Uh, Royal Rumble. So last week, me and a few friends, being my buddy Joey and Seth, the Maple Leaf Monster, the Duke. We went to St. Louis to the Royal Rumble. Halftime show will ruin the Super Bowl. I have no idea who's in the halftime show. Remember Hush Mazada?
Yeah,
Do
Hushmanzada.
Okay, I have no idea what any of that means.
DJ.
But nevertheless, we went to the Royal Rumble, which was a fun experience. Being at a live show. Now our seats was fairly. It was in the 400 section. WWE has this weird thing they do now. Come to find out from live shows, where they put this weird light in the midst of their their light hanging stuff by the ring, but
Hmm.
it shines on the audience supposed to be, but
Yeah.
it the where it shines, it blinds the screen, so you can't see what's going on in the screen. So a lot of people was looking at a different monitor in order to watch the Royal Rumble, uh, and also the sign caught fire while we were the
I
WrestleMania
heard
sign
that.
caught
Heard it
fire,
did.
which was interesting. I noticed them lowering it, and I'm like, oh, there's sparks coming out of the star. So okay, and I talked to a guy right before we left. That was like, yeah, he was sitting there. He's like, yeah, so hot plastic fell on us. Fiery plastic fell on us. So I'm like, well, you might want to sue WWE. And he's like, well, I am a lawyer. I'm like, oh, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, it was fun. There's a guy that we didn't know named we nicknamed him Duggan because he wore a Hacksaw Jim Duggan college football jersey. This guy cut in line in front of everyone at the meet and greet for Eric Bischoff and Jeff Jarrett, and he went back in lines for a second. This guy, we don't like this guy. And then, like, he actually made it on Monday Night Raw. You can see him in the audience during the Edge stuff. So yeah, we don't like this guy.
You don't like Duggan?
We don't like Duggan. Not the real Duggan, but this Duggan. This
Yeah.
Duggan, I got hate with Duggan. But yeah,
So
no, it was
overall, what
fun.
did you think of the show? Being there
It's,
live. I mean, what did you think?
um, I was surprised by. Well, I wasn't surprised by Mickey James. I kind of know some stuff and I know some people. So and plus, I think it was kind of public knowledge that she was going to be there. But I was surprised by Shane McMahon. That actually shocked me. I didn't see that coming. So it was a. We gave him a big pop. Uh, I wanted the Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley match to be better because I like both. I'm a Brock guy. The swerve with the swerve nobody saw coming. Like with Heyman, it was good. It was a good swerve where he turned heel on you know Brock. So
Yeah.
yeah. And then the ladies. Yeah, I mean it was okay. I don't. No, I'm not big with Charlotte Flair, so I don't know.
Oh,
Though
the
she didn't
Rumble.
win, but yeah, I wasn't really.
Yeah. I like the Brock match until Roman shows up. It
Hmm.
just WWE Vince McMahon booking. Usually when the match gets interesting is usually when he ends it. It's just how he's been the last, I would say, 20 years. I just like my favorite match was Seth and Roman. I thought it was great until the ending. Eminem and Snoop are doing the halftime show.
That is the weirdest combination.
I enjoy. I will. I will probably watch. Not Snoop. Eminem.
So you're gonna
I
turn
never
off
really
for your
listened to
cuckoo?
Snoop Dogg, so I don't. It's
If
not that I don't like him. I just don't really know his music.
there's like 99% chance that Snoop's gonna be high during the.
Oh, there's
Uh,
100% chance. I know that much about him.
but yeah, but no. Ultimately, the Royal Rumble, wasn't bad. When Brock came in, we knew that Brock. Also, Bad Bunny, stop with this Bad Bunny thing. Nobody cares. Like I didn't mind Johnny Knoxville, although from where I was sitting, I thought he was just pasty white, but he was actually wearing a white suit. like
Yeah.
the greatest American hero gimmick. Like that's what he was doing. But yeah, I mean, I didn't mind Johnny Knoxville. I couldn't really tell it was him. But when his music came, there's a pop for it. So yeah,
Yeah. He's. I'm assuming Bad Bunny's going to do something at WrestleMania as well, but
he
it's
needs a
going to be
rest.
Johnny and Sami Zayn.
He needs a
Obviously, Johnny's going to win, but I don't know.
Lesnar.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Lesnar match. It just they could have done so much more with him too.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
But
I
I
was
didn't
I
like.
was I wanted there's some people I wanted to see but I didn't see. Like
Yeah,
I wanted to see Ashka. I don't know if she's injured. I
yeah,
haven't seen. I haven't been watching, so I don't know.
yeah. I
Uh,
haven't watched either.
and I
Like I
don't know
haven't
some of
watched
these
either.
people. Yeah, I didn't know a lot of people that was in the ladies into me, and I was like, I have no
I
idea
think
who
the
these people are.
last one I watched was because we were going to review it. Was the Royal Rumble of last year? That's the last time I watched.
Hmm.
So I mean, I didn't like it. I
Yeah,
mean, I mean, I, overall, I didn't like the show, but
yeah,
I know it's different live. Because I remember
yeah,
going to WrestleMania 27 and enjoying the show live, but you go back and watch it, it's not that great.
yeah.
But it's a different experience live.
Yeah, it is a different experience. I didn't mind it. I like just the energy of the crowd. We was chanting, "Turn the light off." So you might. I don't know if it picked up on
I,
the.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, we kept chanting, "Turn the light off." You know, because they just kept the light on. But yeah, I was man. It was good. I was there with two wrestlers, two pro wrestlers on the indie scene. But it was fun just to watch it, and all three of us was just watching as fans, marking out, and it was just fun to do that. And they're saying to me, um, they're saying, man, there's like it's you never feel like you're too big or too whatever to not be a fan of wrestling to not
Yeah,
because some people they don't want to like they're gonna act like well shoot I'm here whatever but no I loved it and then I want to talk about real quick the Jeff Jarrett and Eric Bischoff and Conrad man it was really cool to go to that podcast uh that's very inspirational just made me get me more excited about our podcast. Um, it was fun. Eric Bischoff, he kept calling me Hot Rod because I was wearing a Hot Rod shirt, Roddy
yeah,
Piper shirt. He said, "All right, well you got Hot Rod?" Because I asked the question, and I wanted to ask something that was like that Jeff Jarrett would get. Now I knew not everybody would know, so I asked Jeff Jarrett, does he have any good or crazy Gypsy Joe stories? And Eric Bischoff says, I have no idea who that is, but Jeff Jarrett is like, yeah, I know Jeff, and he started talking about some of the history of Gypsy Joe, and so it was a really cool thing and they told me that I asked a really good question, man. So it was really cool. I'm happy that I got to meet Jeff Jarrett. Ain't I great? They got and Eric Bischoff. Which Eric Bischoff is he he helped bring the attitude era in WWE. In a sense, he helped spark the Monday Night Wars. He helped Hogan turn heel and give us Hollywood Hogan. Like the
yeah.
guy really uh, blazed the trail, and I don't think that he gets as much love and respect that he should. So I'm
Now he
about Bischoff, so
gets
I
more
like him.
credit for ruining WCW and TNA these days than the
He
credit.
talked about that. He talked about Dixie Carter and the issues with Dixie Carter. So it was fun. It was a fun little podcast, like that I went to. But
Yeah.
yeah. Um, Anything else you want to say before we move to the next topic?
Um. No, not really. I mean, I was just curious more about what you thought of it. Because I mean, I thought it was an okay show. Uh, but I was very disappointed with the men's Royal Rumble.
Yeah, we all
And
were. But all right, next topic of discussion before we get to some fun stuff for him. Uh, I'm a part of a Music City Film Critics Association. And we had our awards this past uh, last week, I believe, or a week before. And so I want to mention the winners and get Brandon's response to these films. So the best picture that we voted for best picture was The Power of the Dog. Now, Brandon, I know that you didn't really care for that film. Your
I mean,
response?
I'm a little surprised. Uh, Maybe I need to watch it again. I just, I thought that it was good performances, but I don't know. Maybe I just need to watch it again. Maybe I missed a whole lot apparently because everybody talks about how great it is, and I just thought it was a snooze fest
All
for the
right,
most part.
I got more. I got more for you. The Jim Ridley Award. There's an award that celebrates, uh, like film. It's just like giving them props, and it's Ode Henry won. Did you watch Ode Henry?
I don't think so.
Okay. All
Who's
right.
in it?
Uh, Matt Carter says, "Hey, Aaron, Goldberg will return, possibly fight for the belt. I hope not.
He is
Oh,
sadly. He's gonna
I'm
lose though.
I'm over
Fighting
Goldberg.
Roman.
I'm past the whole nostalgia. Hey, get me. If it isn't Steve Austin coming out to stun someone, I really don't care at this point. Get like that's the only person I want to see. Um, oh, Bilford says, "Power of the dog nap." So he agrees with you. Old Henry is amazing. And then all right, so next, best director, Jane Campion for The Power of the Dog. Uh, best actor, Nicolas Cage, Pig.
Really,
He won for
really.
Pig. Yeah,
Wow. I'm shocked at that one too. Even though I thought he was great in it, I just shocked people are going to give Cage love in 2022.
we gave Cage love. We gave him love. Best actress, Jessica Chastain, The Eyes of Tammy Faye. She did
I
excellent
agree
job in
with
that film.
that. I really do. She lost her. Wait a second. Who got best actor? Nick? Big
Yeah,
Will Smith?
yeah,
What?
he beat Will. Um,
No, 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 no. There's no way.
that's what we're saying. All right, and the best supporting actor, Cody Smith McPhee for The Power of the Dog. Brandon, it's all over this, man.
It feels like it's all over.
Uh,
It's like this Power of the Dog got everything just about.
best supporting actress, Ann Dowd for Mass, which yeah, I didn't see that one. So,
I didn't
um,
see it either.
best young actor, Jude Hill for Belfast. Um, I
Uh,
like Belfast. Did you enjoy it?
yeah, I liked it. I mean, I guess. I like the movie. I can't really see. I don't know. Like best supporting, well, the best actress, young actress.
Yeah,
I
young
was
actor.
surprised that didn't go to the girl from Mackenzie
Well, we
from
ain't.
Ghostbusters.
Well, actually, yeah, I feel you. I voted for her, but she did not win. All right. Best young actor is, like I said, Jude Hill. Best young actress is Amelia Jones for Coda, which
I
is
didn't.
a
I
film
don't
about
know.
she's the only hearing person in her family, and everybody else in her family's deaf.
Oh,
Um, it's an Apple TV original movie. Best actress, best acted ensemble is The Harder They Fall.
yeah, I could see that. That's some good. That was some really good acting in that movie.
Yeah. See, yeah, I agree. I thought that was a really good ensemble. Best music film, Tick Tick Boom. Did you watch that?
I haven't seen it.
All right. Best animated film, The Mitchells versus the Machines.
I mean, it's up there for me, but
You
I didn't
thought
think it was
you
better
thought
than
Sing Two was
Encanto.
better.
I thought Encanto was better.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
Let's
really did.
see. Mass is about a school shooting parent and talking. Oh, okay. Hmm. That's grim. Harder They Fall was fun. Absolutely. Tick Tick Who Dat? What? Or maybe Tick Tick Who Day. I love Luca. So he enjoyed Luca. Let's see. Um, Where was best documentary Summer of Soul, which I thought Val should have won.
Yeah, that's the only documentary I saw, so my vote would have been with Val.
Best
That was
international,
great though. That really
yeah,
was.
best international film Drive My Car. Best screenplay The Power of Dog. Best original song No Time to Die from No Time to Die. And let's see, I'm gonna finish it up, and if you have any comments, just let me know. Best score Hans Zimmer Dune. Um,
I,
you
well,
like it?
I mean, I agree with that. Really, I mean, it was a great score. So
Best sound Dune. Uh,
I'm
best
shocked
cin-
that Quiet Place Part Two didn't win.
Me
They,
too. Me too. Well, hold on for your horses, buddy. Best cinematography Tragedy of Macbeth.
I haven't
Uh,
seen it.
I didn't watch that one. The best
It's on
production
Apple.
design is Dune. Um, best editing Last Night in Soho, which should have won. I thought they had great editing. Um, and then best comedy film is Licorice Pizza. Um, mm,
That's a comedy.
yeah, I guess so.
It looks
Uh,
like a drama from the trailers.
and then last two things: best horror film, A
Oh,
Quiet Place 2.
I can't agree with that, but
I wanted uh, actually Malignant to win because I thought
yeah,
that was the best horror movie I saw last year.
to me that was the best. But I mean, Quiet Place Part Two was up there. I mean,
And
uh,
last thing, best action film, Spider-Man: No Way Home.
yeah, I mean, there's no disputing that. I mean, I can't. I don't think anything even came close.
Spencer's score is my favorite, so he liked to score for Spencer. Uh, Fuzz Aldrin. I actually like that name. It's actually fun. Where is No Way Home? That's where No Way Home is the best action. Um, but yeah. Any final thoughts on this before we move to our next topic? We're getting closer and closer to Iron Man.
I'm shocked that Spielberg didn't win anything, or you know,
For that story, you thought that is the
yeah,
best musical?
it was the best musical I saw, which I didn't see Tick Tick Boom. So I mean, 'cause that's a Netflix film, right?
Yeah, you can see it now, can't you?
I can see it now, but I didn't see it in 2021. So,
Um,
um,
but
but because I thought the musical, I thought the score was great. I thought the music was great. I thought the story was great. I thought the whole movie was great. I thought Spielberg did an amazing job. I was expecting West Side Story to win something, but
uh,
regardless, you know.
yeah, it didn't. But maybe next year, some Spielberg might make another movie and we'll win. Moving on to Brandon's Cobra Kai thoughts because I saw Cobra Kai season 4, right? Is that where
Yep.
we're on? Which I think by far is the best season of Cobra Kai.
You think Forrest's best?
Yeah, I think 4 is the best. I think that it had some slowness and it had some moments that kind of made me mad. As far as it's the Johnny Lawrence and you know Danny Daniel uh, it's there like them not really wanting to work together and ultimately not doing what I thought they was gonna do with the setup of the end of 3. And so
Yeah.
that's my biggest disappointment. But I thought
Oh, I
that
expected that. I mean, just with their whole history. I was like, when's it going to blow up? What episodes is it actually going to blow up? I thought, though, it happened too soon.
mm,
Um, you know, they seemed like they were at odds from the get go, really. I
mm,
mean, but I enjoyed it. You had them fight again, like a true fight, and you didn't have a winner. And I didn't like that. You got to have a winner. And I expect that's how this show's going to end with them fighting like a Rocky 3 style ending. You don't actually see who wins, but they will have a fight.
I
Final.
thought it was a fun fight scene though.
It
With
was
them getting
fun. We want a winner. Come on.
um, what do you think about Crease? Not Crease, but what do you think about
Oh,
what's the guy's name?
Silver,
Silver.
Terry.
Isn't he like the ultimate bad guy? Doesn't he feel like the
Yes, he
ultimate bad
is.
guy?
And for most of this season, he's not trying to be that guy, or you think he's not. And I honestly don't think he was trying to be that guy for
Mhm.
most of the season. I think he changed, and but Kreese kept pushing, and ultimately he got the old Terry Silver back, and he
He woke a
regrets.
sleeping giant.
Yeah, he woke up a sleeping giant. I thought Thomas did a great job playing Silver this season. He's one of my favorite parts of the show. One of them. I mean, he's so amazing in the role still. And when he turns that switch and goes completely evil again, I think it works better than it did in Karate Kid 3, honestly. I
Mhm.
think that was the highlight of Karate Kid 3 was how he played Silver and getting in Daniel's head, which is what I was expecting more of. I was expecting him to get in Daniel's head. And they didn't really have much interaction this season, so but I know it's coming, but I thought he did a great job.
What
But
do
I
you
will
think about?
say,
Okay, go ahead.
you know, my favorite story arc in this whole show this season was Anthony LaRusso and Kenny. What happened there? I loved all the twists that went on along with that because you felt for Kenny for like what the first 8 or 9 episodes, and then that final episode. Oh my God, he just turned that Johnny switch from the original Karate Kid,
Mhm.
and Anthony became Daniel in that moment, and I was like, finally, Daniel's going to truly become Miyagi. He'll
Yeah,
become what Miyagi was to him with Anthony, and I can't wait for it because you know
yeah,
it's got to happen.
yeah. That
Despite what he's got going on with Silver, he don't even know about Kreese yet. So you know, that was my actual favorite story arc.
uh remind me of who Kenny was.
He was the little kid that got
Little black kid. There was
mentored by Robbie.
oh yeah, the one that's bullied.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I love that. Like he ultimately became like yeah, like Johnny. Yeah, he's
he
like
became Johnny in the
he
end.
actually became worse than Johnny. Actually, I think because he's like because the thing about this show it makes you feel so much more sympathetic towards Johnny, even Kreese, even Silver for that matter in some points because he reluctantly uh, became the guy that but he relishes living being that villain, that super villain, and that was and his goal has always been his goal, even even in Karate Kid 3. His goal was to start like a chain of Cobra Kai's.
Yeah,
He just picked that back up. He's like, I'm going to do this. But
yeah. But he was also going about it the right way, you know, until the end.
mm,
Then he became old Terry, and he didn't
and
care.
what do you think
But he
about?
wanted to win the right way. He wanted to truly help kids, like they apparently wanted in the original. I'm curious to know what sent Kreese off originally. What made him turn? I'm curious to really know because they haven't really explored what's made him so dark. But I don't know how you felt about it, but I felt weird watching Kreese have compassion. You
Um,
know?
I didn't feel weird about it. I just felt like he did a great job with uh, becoming this like he never took it in consideration his actions on Johnny.
Yeah,
And so when Johnny kind of let him know, hey, well, you did this to me. Sweep the leg. You made me, you know, and so Kreese started kind of like saying, oh man, because Kreese looks at Johnny like his son.
yeah,
Ultimately, Kreese looks at Johnny as that's my boy, that's my son, and that's why Silver says your soft spot, your weakness is Johnny Lawrence.
yeah,
Because Johnny is what not only was Johnny his star pupil, but Johnny was like the closest thing that we know from now Kreese has to a son.
yeah. I agree with that. But it was kind of weird watching him because you know him from the Karate Kid films, plus his time on the show. He's just being evil, you know. He's just to see him have compassion for somebody, an opponent. It was kind of weird to see
Mm,
that, but I thought Martin's done an incredible job
mm.
all the way through this whole journey. Being the main bad guy, but Terry kind of came along and he stole the spotlight in 3, and he had a lot of time in this season, which I didn't expect. I didn't know if they were gonna bring him in from the get go, and he was in the opening scene and everything. So
Well,
I love the show, though. I mean, I love this season, and I can't say where it is. Like, it's an incredible journey. It really is.
what's
But I
your
look
thoughts
forward
on?
to everything that's coming in
Yeah,
the next. I
I'm sorry.
mean, I'm very excited about it. Like Chosen's back.
That's what I was trying. That's what I'm trying to get the words out. I'm gonna have to ask you, man. What's your thoughts on Chosen coming back for season 5?
I don't like. I kind of understand it, but I really don't. Like, but I'm glad he's there. I don't know. Do you think it's forced any? Like, just
I don't know. I mean, I keep saying. I know people hate this. I know you'll hate this. I want to see Hillary Swank pop up because
yeah, I don't
for
want to see
me,
that.
for me, for me, that's the completion of Mr. Miyagi. Miyagi. That's the last time we saw Miyagi in
I,
uh
th-
in
I
in,
think
in
she's
that
gonna
thing.
pop up though. I think she'll pop up probably last season. You know,
Yeah, I mean,
but
because
obviously, I think to bring Chosen back, I think you're obviously bringing Mike Barnes back. I know some people think he's going to end up being Miguel's father. I don't. I think Terry's going to call up on him.
yeah, he's gonna
I just
call.
don't know if he's going to be a villainous character or if he's going to be redeemable. I don't know that, but I definitely think he will be with Cobra Kai at some point
Yeah,
next season, helping Terry. And I kind of wonder about Kreese's character. How much involvement will he be in next season? I mean, will he
um,
basically take the whole season off or make a cameo or something? I'm curious.
well,
I'm also curious about Johnny when he finds out what happened to Kreese because he don't know nothing.
that's true.
He won't know for a good while either.
Well, we gotta get past Cobra Kai now and get
Wait,
to
I know, I know, I know, I know.
this ain't what this is. We ain't about Cobra Kai today, man. We're about Iron Man review. Reviewing Iron Man, Tony Stark. Um, all right, let's see. But yeah, as interesting thoughts on Cobra Kai. But yeah, I noticed. I was like, man, we gotta keep it moving. Um, so Iron Man, after being held captive in an Afghan cave, billionaire engineer Tony Stark creates a unique weaponized suit of armor to fight evil. Uh, Starring Robert Downey Jr. as the man himself, Tony Stark, Gwyneth Paltrow as Pepper Potts, for the one time only, Terrence Howard as Rhodey, because he would be replaced in the next movie. Um, the excellent Jeff Bridges as Obadiah Stane.
Yeah,
Um, and then uh, Sean Tobe as Jensen, which I want to mention him. There's other people, Agent Coulson. There's other folks to mention, but mainly those are the ones. You got your
numbers. Yeah, it got a 7.9 out of 10 on IMDb. Metacritic actually gives it a 79. It's got a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes and an audience score of 91. So
and
it's very certified fresh here.
this is the first official uh,
Yep.
MCU film. Um, I want to say first official MCU film because um, Iron Man came out in 2008.
Yeah.
Hulk came out with
A few months later, I believe.
it's saying yeah 2008 Incredible Hulk.
But I
So
actually
yeah,
saw Hawk before I saw Iron Man.
but you know what's funny is they don't. I don't think they consider the Incredible Hulk part of the MCU. Even though we have Fury pop up at the end, the you know end credit of
Iron Man pops up too.
Does
Well,
he?
not Iron Man, but Tony Stark pops up in the end credit scene.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I hadn't seen that in so long. I don't even think I own. I don't own that one, so I don't know what we'll do. I don't know what we'll do when we get to that. Will we ever get to that, or we gonna skip over that one?
It's next, Aaron.
Oh, well, I gotta find a way to find it. Um,
You have it.
is
Off
it in
the
a
MCU
collection
collection. Remember?
there?
Yeah, it's in there.
Okay, well, okay, I got it then. I didn't know I had it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I didn't because I like you know, man.
Yep.
We'll talk about it when we get there. But this one, Iron Man, I
Mm-hmm.
thought obviously, of course, this movie makes you like Iron Man. It becomes everybody's not everybody's, but some people's favorite superhero because of this film. Because I think that Robert Downey Jr. Um, he breathes life into this character and makes it his own. Like you literally can't think of no one else or see anyone else playing Iron Man, in my opinion, than Robert Downey. When I think Robert Downey Jr., I immediately think Iron Man. Kind of like what I did with Christopher Reeves with Superman. I immediately think
Yeah.
they're connected.
But you're gonna get a new Iron Man
I know.
in the multitude of madness.
I ain't mad at that, but still, that'd be fun. But it'd be, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I
Both
mean he's
bad
always gonna be
guys.
considered the Iron Man. I mean, no matter what they do moving forward, Robert Downey Jr. is always gonna be considered the real Iron Man. I mean,
Mhm.
that's no any way about that. I mean, and it should be that way.
Do you consider
He's
Toby Hooper the real Spider-Man?
Toby Hooper. Did you just say Hooper?
Not Hooper. Toby Maguire.
McGuire. Come
Yeah,
on, Aaron.
yeah. Hey man, I haven't slept. So there you go. Toby
Yeah.
Maguire. Do you consider
Yeah, I consider him the real Spider Man. That's just me, though. I mean, he's the first live action Spider Man. I mean, I think a lot of people, the first time you see that actor playing that character on the big screen or wherever, whatever you see it on, you consider them the real character.
version? That's
Just
true.
like with Batman, it's iffy because what was the first guy that played him?
You mean Adam West?
Yeah, some people consider Adam West the real Batman. Some consider Michael Keaton.
I'm a Michael Keaton guy, but that's how I. But yeah, I agree. That's how I came to know Batman as
Yeah,
Michael
Michael Keaton
Keaton.
was. I had never watched the show, so my only curiosity to that show would have been to watch Bruce Lee, in it, because I know he was in it a couple seasons.
I have no idea.
You didn't know that?
No, I don't know who Riri Williams is. Uh,
That's the reports I hear.
but yeah, I heard Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
But which I'll be fine. But nevertheless, Iron Man. So the thing that he is able to create a arc reactor in a cave with
yeah,
scraps is what Obadiah says. Obadiah is such a good bad guy. Jeff Bridges is such a great actor. I don't think people give him enough praise, man.
they don't. They don't.
This guy's excellent. I love like I've yet to really see Jeff Bridges in a film that I didn't really care for. Like I've never seen Tron, but and I heard that people didn't like Tron or Tron Returns or whatever. But I mean, I like Jeff Bridges. Uh, I loved him in True Grit. I loved him in The Big Lebowski. Uh,
Yeah,
just
he's
I like Starman. Just like I like Jeff Bridges.
yeah. The first film that I always go back to, which I don't think it did very well. It was in the '90s. It was called Arlington Road with Tim Robbins, and
I remember that movie. He was the dad,
that
wasn't
that film itself, that performance, both performances actually, but it stuck with me with Jeff Bridges, that performance. And I mean, I've seen a lot of his films, and he's just
he? Tim
he's a
Robbins was
generational
excellent.
talent. Like they say that with athletes, but he really is like he's so good. And if he comes off like he does it with little to no effort.
Mhm.
Some actors can do that. I think Denzel's one that does that. I think Tom Hanks can do that. I put Jeff Bridges up there with them. I mean, I'm not saying he's as good as them, but it just seems effortless with him. I love him. I
Oh,
think he's a great choice.
we're gonna disagree with Fuzz Aldrin in this. He says Jeff Bridges was terrible in R.I.P.D. I actually dug R.I.P.D. I
Yeah, I did
like
too.
it's I know it's known as a terrible film, but I absolutely enjoyed it because it has Jeff Bridges, who I like, and Ryan Reynolds,
Ryan
which I like.
Reynolds.
Yeah, so and them two playing off each other. I thought it was gonna be a new series, almost like Men in Black. Like I
Yeah,
thought it
I
was gonna
think
be.
that's what it was going for. I
I
actually
liked it.
prefer in that movie. I prefer Jeff Bridges over Ryan Reynolds. So we disagree, Fuzz.
Sorry, but yeah, I disagree with you on there. Like I said before, I have yet to see really a movie with Jeff Bridges in it that I didn't like, or at least didn't like his performance. Like in my opinion, he steals the scenes in True Grit as Rooster. Uh,
Yeah,
I thought, although the girl who as he grew into like the chick from Hawkeye, um, she did an excellent job as well. She's as a newcomer in that film, but man, you working alongside, and she held her own really well with Jeff Bridges. Jeff Bridges,
you work with some really good talent in that movie. Matt Damon's in that movie. Josh Brolin,
Josh
Barry
Brolin,
Pepper even shows up. I mean, there's a lot of talent in that movie, and but yeah, Jeff Bridges. And in my opinion, this is probably sacrilegious to say, but he outperforms John Wayne. Now I've seen the original True Grit. John Wayne's good in it. It's like I don't give him credit a lot of times. I think he was a one trick pony.
Mhm.
Now, that's also sacrilegious to say, but he was really good in True Grit, and but I felt Jeff Bridges was better, and we agree that Jeff Bridges is a very underrated actor.
And in this film, Jeff Bridges as Obadiah, like you knew when Jeff Bridges was on the scene, you're like, oh, he's gonna be the villain. Like without even knowing,
Just with the
like
bald head,
yeah, just a
that
bald
bald
head.
head, is like
Yeah, and just him like kind of looking down and like the Time magazine cover with him looking down and there's the Earth. I'm like, oh yeah, he's the villain. And but he was supposedly um I was gonna say Wayne Enterprises, it's not, but he was supposedly Stark's the father Stark, Wayne Stark. What's his name? What's his first name?
I don't.
You know what I'm talking
Should,
about?
we should. I know you're talking about because we watched Captain America, First
Uh,
Avenger. Yeah.
which
I can't think of his first name.
But yeah, oh, Bilford got us. I bet you that's him saying the name. Uh,
No, he's talking about John Wayne.
John Wayne and the Chinese drinking buddy. I don't know. Um, Howard Stark. Thank you.
There you go.
I knew he had my back, our back rather. So yeah, uh, uh, he. So they were supposed to be friends, but I wonder if there's a deeper backstory there, as that he maybe stared Stark Industries into the direction where it went as being like into weapons and stuff like that. Maybe
Mhm.
that's not his, because we know from like Captain America, well, yeah, Captain America and things like that, that um, Howard Stark wasn't a wasn't that type of guy.
Yeah.
So I wondered that they capitalized on his death and steered the country, the business into that direction. So
Could have, or I don't really remember. I know he gets brought back in in the future
mhm.
films, but I don't really remember when that direction took. I don't know if it was after his death or something happened before, but he didn't seem like the greatest guy from Tony's point of view.
But I love that moment though where Tony, like when he comes back and the first thing he says, "I want a cheeseburger," in
Yeah.
a press conference. But if you get a cheeseburger, man, don't get Burger King. Why get Burger King? Go somewhere else.
Well,
I
what's
don't
wrong with
know.
Burger King?
Burger King's trash.
Trash.
Unless y'all want to sponsor this, then yeah, I would say that y'all are the
Look
greatest
at you
burger.
sucking up now.
But yeah.
Kissing that
So
burger's butt right there. Yeah, you are.
that's the only way you gonna get me to eat a Whopper. You pay me.
I love their Whoppers. I love Burger King. So I got
So,
you back, Burger King. I
but
like you.
you also like the Bengals. But hey, it paid off for you.
And they're in the Super Bowl, Aaron. Now what? Say something now.
I was just playing with you. But yeah. So the so he he's in the cave. He gets for those that don't know, obviously he gets bombarded and he gets shrapnel going to his chest, and a doctor saves his life, which
Mm-hmm.
Jensen, which I thought that when Jensen dies, um, I thought that kind of motivated Tony to like even more. Like I think Tony
Yeah.
was really close to this guy. You know,
Well, I think the whole experience of what he went through changed his whole perspective of what he was actually doing and how he was aiding wars.
Fuzz Aldrin, you're my guy. I agree.
Wendy's
Yeah.
gives me headaches. I don't know what it is about that chick, but she gives me headaches.
Oh man, you rather hang with Burger Kings than Wendy's. What does that mean?
I like Wendy's. I like it, but it makes me sick. More so than McDonald's, and I don't know why. But I
All right,
prefer it over McDonald's.
what were you
Actually, I would
saying?
say Wendy's is my second favorite, but it just gives me
Brandon,
hiccups.
calm
Yes,
down, calm down.
I'm fine, man. I'm excited. Let me
Get
be
back.
excited.
All right, go
It's a
go back
great
on.
time.
What were you saying though?
About Burger King or Wendy's.
About Iron Man.
Oh,
But
I just
his
think
experience in the cave.
like he got accused early on in aiding the war, right?
Hmm.
And he's like, he was a prick. He was a bit of a prick, and he's cocky and he's arrogant. And but going through what he went through, I think it changed his whole perspective, and he realized that reporter was actually right. He was aiding in this war. He was helping the enemies, not just us, but he's helping our enemies. And so I felt that whole experience changed his whole outlook on it, and he wanted to become a better person and not aid in war. He wanted to become a hero. I I truly believe that. Gold stars.
We don't have either one of these, so we don't know.
Yeah, we don't. I don't. I want to try the Skyline chili just because of everything I've heard about it.
I've heard good things. Now Wendy's has chili, but that's neither here nor there.
Seriously,
But
Wendy's is not part of the topic here. You're stuck
my
on
bad,
Wendy's.
my bad. Adam Sandler likes Wendy's, and what's that? Good D,
Texas
Mr.
Roadhouse has good chili though.
Who?
Texas Roadhouse.
I've never been, but anyway. Um, so his suit, like the precursor Iron Man suit that he made that Obadiah later steals and revamps. Um, do you feel like it's kind of like the prototype of the Hulk the Hulk's suit that he
Yeah,
had? Kind of bulky, that big, you know.
it kind of. I wouldn't even thought about that if you hadn't brought it up because we haven't gotten that far into it.
Yeah,
But
I thought about it when I was watching it. I was like, oh, it kind of reminds me of the Hulk suit that he had, so he can like fight the Hulk.
the Hulkbuster. That's
Hulkbuster.
what
There you go.
Fuzz Aldrin says.
Oh well, I'm glad. Can you not pop them up on the screen when they come? Try it.
No, it won't let me.
I
I can
wonder if
just. You're in control of it, not me.
I can give you control. You can have it. No, but so So because I don't want to go over an hour, so let's move forward. So Tony and Brody. So why do you think? So do you like Don Cheadle more than
Nope, I don't.
you like Terrence
I
Howard
like
more than
Terrence Howard's portrayal as Rhodey better. He seems
really?
more important. He seems more important. Oh boy,
What is it?
my battery's dying somehow.
Oh
Don't know
well,
how. I charged it before I came on.
yeah. Well, that just means we need to wrap it. Let's see. All right. So obviously, Iron Man creates the suit, and the whole thing at the end of the movie is um, he was going to keep his identity a secret, but he just go flat out says, "I'm Iron Man," and
Yeah,
which is great because he's that superhero that's not afraid to let people know who he is, which we learn later on in the other films. He sort of regrets it because of the
yeah.
implications for the people that he loved. But he didn't think that way. He's a sporadic person. Like he didn't go with the plan to say I'm Iron Man, but
See, Uncle Ben had the right. Great power comes with great responsibility. It's not just a little slogan there. I mean, it's true.
what the heck? I don't know you. I don't know what that means. Uh, Fuzz, you know that person. Terrence Howard is more polished. Oh, he's gone. So Brandon's gone. His battery died. Uh, I'm going to go ahead and give you my my thoughts on the film. So I absolutely enjoyed Iron Man. I thought it was one of the best uh, uh, of the Marvel films, but it's not my favorite of the Marvel films. But it's actually one of the best, and it kind of gets your blood pumping, ready to go to the rest of them. Um, I'm gonna give it 5 stars out of 5. I'm gonna see if Brandon is able to tell me his marks. He his laptop died. Um, Marks. Bilfer, what is your thoughts on Iron Man? I'm gonna ask you. Thank you for being part of the podcast, the whole episode. I absolutely enjoy that. You're my favorite troll on the internet. So, um, yeah, let's go, Brandon. Let's see. Fuzz says Iron Man banging hoes in a drunk, not Disney friendly. Really not. He's not Disney friendly. He's like, he's not Disney friendly. There's no way to spin that. Um, he says he's trying to come back via the phone. Um, we'll see if he can come back and see what happens. Oh, let's see. There you go.
Hey, I'm here.
Man,
Yep, my laptop just went dead. I don't know what's
what
up
you
with that.
need in life is an extension cord. But that's all
True.
right. I gave it 5 marks. I said that this is a great entry into the Marvel MCU universe. And it's not
Yeah.
my favorite of the Marvel films, but it's up there as a one of the best ones, and it gets you excited for what's to come later. So
Yeah, yeah. I give it a 4.5. Um, I love Robert Downey Jr.'s performance as Tony Stark. I love Jeff Bridges as the villain. I love the characters chemistry with Pepper. Uh, Even as you mentioned, Agent Colston. I love his little character. His introduction here.
mhm.
Um, the action was really great in the last act. First 2 acts, there wasn't a whole lot going on as far as the action. They actually took time to tell. the story, polish Tony Stark's character. So you see him grow as a person, and I really like that. I think it's a great origin story, a great launching pad for the MCU. So I agree with you. It's not the best one, but I think it is the best Iron Man film.
It is the best Iron Man film. I agree.
Yeah, I think it
Um,
is. But yeah, I give it a 4.5. I thought it was a great time. I really enjoyed going back and watch because I used to not like this movie. I used to not be a big fan of Iron Man in general, but it was good going back and watching it and see the origins of Robert Downey Jr. Not just his relaunch in Hollywood, you know, redeemed himself as a serious actor, but he launched the MCU, man, single-handedly. Really, the character of Iron Man launched this what we see today, and it's amazing. It's unheard
and
of. And everyone that's
and
tried to do it since has just made a big old mess. Looking at you, DC,
and
just a big
and
old
and
mess.
also, just before we close, uh, just knowing what happens in the whole MCU
Yeah,
universe, and seeing where Tony Stark started versus where he ends, and how given of himself he is at the end versus how selfish he is at the beginning.
yeah,
It's like one of the most excellent character arcs, you know, and
yeah,
like it tells the whole story, and it's pretty much the whole story of the MCU films is pretty much a whole story of Tony Stark. Yes, we have Captain America in there, we have other people in there, but Tony, even after Tony's death, in in Far From Home, um, it's the epilogue to Tony's death. It's like the
yeah,
story of what is life like post Iron Man,
yeah,
and the void that his death creates. So yeah,
yeah.
uh,
I mean, he's definitely the face of the MCU, or was. I feel like Spider-Man's starting to take that mantle, but we'll see. You never know with Sony what they might pull. So we'll
I
see.
agree. Bill Dozer, I agree. Yeah, we agree with that. Iron Man is
Yeah.
great. 2 and 3, not so much. Um, yeah, yeah, I agree. But yeah, so next week we're gonna be talking about the Incredible Hulk. I wasn't even aware of this, so that's news to me. I thought we were ready for Iron Man too, but yeah. So
Now that would be
Incredible Hulk.
after Incredible Hulk. So I'm assuming you're not the biggest fan of this movie. Your
Ooh,
body language said, I don't really want to talk about it. Kind of like how it was with Captain Marvel.
no, I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's just it's a little
Did Edward
slow.
Norton? Oh,
Oh,
slow.
you're talking about Incredible Hulk. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, it's for me, it's hard for me to really vibe with a film when I know that they're gonna write off the actor and replace the actor with someone else. It's just like I take no stock in it because ultimately he's not in the dance anyway. So that's just how I feel. It's just me personally, just like that's how I feel. That's why I feel that way about Terrence Howard. But I'm also a Don Cheadle fan. I'm more of a fan of Don Cheadle than I am of Terrence Howard. So,
yeah.
but not
Well, that
that
makes sense.
I like Terrence Howard though. I think that he came a long way from like playing like slimy, sleazy characters to like the I don't know. He ends up still playing a slimy, sleazy character on Empire. So hey,
I haven't seen
not
that, but I
not
want
everything
to.
changes, I guess. Let's see. I'm gonna answer one more question, then we're gonna close it. Incredible Hulk was good. That's not so much a question, but it's a statement. Uh, I'll watch it. We'll see. Well, I gotta watch it, and I'll see if I like it better. I guess I never really had a good outing with the Incredible Hulk in the independent films. Like I didn't like the one with Eric Bana or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I didn't like that one. It had a giant poodle. That threw me off. And then Edward Norton is not so bad. I thought it was, but I
I
hate
prefer
that they
him.
didn't. I didn't. I hate that they didn't keep Edward in the MCU.
Yeah,
'Cause
me
I would
too.
love to have seen him versus like I'm not a big Mark Ruffalo guy either, but
I'm not
he's
either.
okay. I don't
I
like
mean,
his
he's
face.
fine for what he
I don't,
does, but
I don't know if that's a diss. I apologize if it is. But
I don't think he's as strong of an actor as Edward Norton, though. I don't. I really don't. But
anybody seen
I.
American History X knows that guy's. Whew, that
Oh
guy makes you
man.
hate him but love him. But
Yeah.
yeah, um,
I mean.
and also Fight Club. Geez, he
Yeah.
was able to uh, realistically portray two different characters. Oh, he does, and also so many movies with Edward Norton. We can just go off on an Edward Norton tangent,
Yeah.
but
He's
whew,
really good. He really is. But my
that's
first film I saw him in was a Richard Gere movie, Primal Fear.
yeah. That's why I said. That's what I was mentioning. That's what I was thinking about. That's what I said. And yeah, but
He was
we
just
can
a
talk about that
young
next.
kid then.
We can talk about
What
it next
now?
week. We can talk
Yeah.
about that next
Yeah.
week because we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna see what Bill Dozer says. Best MCU movie, not the Avengers, was Captain America: First Winter Soldier. I agree. I agree that
I actually may agree that it's the best MCU movie, including the Avengers. Uh, I really like Winter Soldier. I think that's an amazing movie.
ooh,
But, we can discuss that when we finish what we thought was the actual best movie.
25th hour. But okay. All right.
I
Well,
haven't seen that one, but it's an
next
Ed
week
Norton movie.
we will be discussing the Incredible Hulk. Until then, Aaron Whitlow.
Brandon Spivey.
We're the Markout Movie Podcasters, and thank you for marking out with us. Peace.